qualifier between Nigeria and Benin Republic. Obviously, the most important game in the history of both countries. For Nigeria, the World Cup ticket is at stake. Benin Republic also top of the table currently. Okay, now Nigeria top of the table. I mean, Benin were top before the start of the game. But with this goal, Nigeria now go top of the table. Benin are looking for their first World Cup appearance, and all they need to do to get that is beat Nigeria on Nigeria's home soil. Osimhen charging 1v1 with Manzi in the heart of the defense. The defender does well to prevent further incursion into their 18-yard box. But it seems before then, the referee had spotted an infringement in favor of Nigeria. Excitement, obviously, out there in Uyo. I mean, Eagles have started on the front foot, and the expectations will be more goals should come in. Another true pass targeting Osimhen from Samuel Chukwueze, well read by the Beninois defense. And there's a huge battle going on in the midfield. The referee thinks there's a foul in favor of Benin there. 6 minutes on the clock. Nigeria 1, Benin 0. If you're just joining, early goal from Victor Osimhen.
Yes, update from also the other camp, that is regards to what's happening between South Africa and Rwanda. An early lead as well for Bafana as they have just scored against the Amavubi of Rwanda.
Wow. It's looking like it's looking like the final day of the season when you have to look everywhere. I mean, the bottom, the top, to find out who is winning or who we go through, who we go on relegation or something. Nigeria scored in the 3rd minute. The South Africans have also scored out there in South Africa in the 7th minute. And it was a bullet right from the edge of the box. Cool control. He let it loose. The goalkeeper had no answer.
Yes, of course, and with all the English we've been speaking all these days, and of course the calculators we've been pressing, Group C is very much alive, and the table is moving with every goal, with every implication. Right now, South Africa, they've gone top, and Nigeria is in second. Remember, we're trying to explain that if Nigeria can beat Benin with 1-0, that they will be in second position. What we don't know is if that will be enough for them to qualify because of the other teams in the second rank place.
And the Beninois seem to have settled into the game now, controlling possession in their half, walking it majestically into the Nigeria half of the pitch. The Eagles are taking their time, not really mounting pressure. But a careless pass there from the center defender of Benin Republic gives it back to the Super Eagles. 4 changes were made by Coach Eric Schell. And in the defense, Zaidu Sanusi comes in place of Bruno Onyemechi. And in the heart of the defense, Ruth Ekong was left on the bench for Semi Ajayi. And now the Eagles have possession again, advancing through the right, almost losing it, but they keep it. 9 minutes on the clock. Nigeria 1, Benin Republic 0. The desires of Nigerians are granted with just 3 minutes, but South Africa replied within another 3 minutes. And you ask, what's the relationship of South Africa with this game, Kachi?
They have a relationship, but the thing is both teams got into the... In fact, these 3 teams, they got into this game having something to fight for. everybody knows that with a win, they'll go top of the table. If Benin win, they go top of the table. South Africa win, they go top of the table. Nigeria win, they go top of the table. So they just want to at least register a win before you now start thinking about the outcome of the other game. Even though Nigeria win and South Africa win, Nigeria will not be top of the table. Just like we're saying now.
Let's look at this scenario. If it ends this way,
yes,
could Nigeria still qualify for the World Cup?
Yes, they can still qualify for the World Cup, but like it depends on the outcome of all the matches across all the centers. We'll have to wait until the very end. Like everybody has played match day 10, then we'll look at the second place ranked teams. Those teams that have been ahead of Nigeria all the while, like some of them already have 15 points, some of them already have 16 points, even after CAF have deducted the points that they picked from the bottom table, from the bottom team in their different groups. So it's until the very end that we can actually say. The only thing the Eagles can do is just continue to score goals, because in that second ranked teams, because we trust me, what will count at some points would also be the goal difference.
Goal difference, very important. Reason why some persons say Eagles will need to score as much as 4 goals to be sure. I mean, 4 goals without a reply for them to sure they can go through the playoff part. And there's a huge battle going on there between Nigeria's Frederick and Kiki for Benin Republic. Coming into this game, the most dangerous player for the Beninois is their captain. He is a striker for the team. He leads from the attack. He currently plays in Turkey for Alanyaspor. And he has scored 5 goals so far in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Steve Mounier. The Eagles, we need to watch out for him.
Yes, Steve Mounier, strong, very strong player. And, it's not really all the time we get to see captains leading from the front. A lot of teams, we see captains leading from the back or maybe from the middle, but a captain that is a forward, we have them, but they're not so many. And he's been very important for, the team.
The Beninians, like I said earlier, have settled down and they are stringing passes together. But most of the time, the passes are stringed together in their own half of the pitch. When they try to advance, they lose possession. Good defending so far from Nigeria. A long ball targeting the captain of the side, Steve Mounier, gets back to Benin Republic. They try to work their way through the wings. No flag is up. There's a chance for Benin! Into the hands of, did I say Chief Stanley Nwabali now?
No way. You were the one that dropped the chief. Continue to just leave that chief fancy title at home. I can forget everything that you said yesterday in a hurry.
Victor Osimhen and Ako urging their teammates to calm it down. But unfortunately, it is Benin that has calmed the game down now. Eagles have about 3 layers of block, which is easily breached. And a cross is likely to come from the right-hand side, dangerously into the box. Well read by Calvin Bassi. And Zaidu Sanusi goes long, looking for Moses Simon. Simon couldn't control, so it's throw to Benin Republic.
Definitely, Benin Republic trying to dictate the pace of the game. Because I remember the question you were asking last night, if they come with the long, the counter that you were, General was talking about, and I told you it would just be about maybe our midfielders and how easily, they can block them off so that they do not advance. If you see the moves of Benin Republic, it's just been almost all in their own half because of the way they've been blocked in the middle of the park by our Super Eagles midfielder. So far, so good. Good job, Ndidi, making sure we recover balls.
And 14 minutes into the game in Uyo, out there in South Africa, 12 minutes on the clock, and South Africa just missed a glaring chance from a corner kick, a free header inside, just right on the top of box 6. But instead of nodding it directly into an empty net, nodded to the floor and bounces over the bar.
Unfortunate one for Mokena there. One of those happenings that you rue if your team eventually loses the game or even draws, because if a draw today is going to be like a loss, for South Africa. Remember that he cost them 3 points and 3 goals because he had a yellow card and he was ineligible to play and he was fielded. So really, him getting a goal today would be one of maybe his biggest target, but he might just need to calm down a little bit so that he doesn't just keep missing those glorious chances.
Severally, Nigerians have complained about the connection between the midfield and the attack of the Super Eagles. And it still seems the connection is lacking in this game. I mean, once the defenders walk the ball through to the midfield, it gets to the attack and the Beninois get it back.
Something they cannot afford to continue to do.
Exactly. And the Beninois now attacking through the right side of Nigeria's defense. 1v1 with Frederick. Kiki earns a corner.
Frederick keeps winning most of those duels though. But I don't think since after that goal from Nigeria, but somehow the Beninois, they've had the ball the most, which I don't think is the best thing for the Eagles. But most teams who concede a goal, they tend to start playing better because they're trying to also chase the game.
And Kiki and Marcel are doubling up on Frederick there. So Frederick obviously needs help on that right-hand side. Gonna kick to Benin Republic.
See what they can do with it.
Bodies in the box 6 for more white jersey than the yellow jerseys. Wabali comes out and picks it up easily.
Something has also happened today with Wabali. I think you were asking, was it also yesterday, if all the shout and the parrying in quote from Nigerians and then his teammates as well, if it will affect his confidence. If you see most of the balls that he's come out for, and he's made effort to make sure it's one catch, no hitting, no parrying, he just he gathers the ball, so to say.
And for those who would like to know, the Eagles are set up in a 4-4-2 while in possession. Wabali has a feel of the ball again. He goes into the middle to Wilfred to Bassi to Wabali. Wabali hoofs it out. And it's now 50-50 heading duels. Super Eagles gets the better of that. And it's Akko building off front, drops into the middle to help in the midfield. Calvin Bassi now to Zaidu on the left. Zaidu looks for Iwobi, easily intercepted there by Verdun. And the Beninois are looking for a chance of a counter, which has been stopped. I mean, they were looking to advance rapidly, but the Eagles recovered. But there could still be chance this time around from the left-hand side.
Looks good.
Yeah, looks good, but Zaidu has been able to prevent the cross. The cross comes finally, it's wayward.
To Sambisa for us.
Wayward from Verdun in the end. I mean, Nigerians, we prefer this kind of crosses, all through the game.
Of course, it just has to continue that way. We won't have it any other way. I won't have it any other way. I'm not surprised with how things have been at both ends. Talking about the venues where we have actions happening for Group C. The Mbombela Stadium in Mbombela there in South Africa. Action started almost immediately in South Africa, just got the goal. The same thing Nigeria is looking for, that's what they're looking for. I mean, it's really a dicey situation to be in, having to fight for everything on the final match day. Like you said, it's giving the vibes of end of a season in the leagues, whether it's Nigeria and South Africa is in Europe. Once the title challenge goes down to the wire, this is how we see it. We just keep running from one end to the other just to catch updates on what's happening.
And in Mbombela, South Africa are mounting pressure. It's like an assault, just one success so far. And with the way the pressure has been mounted, maybe you expect more goals to come.
Yeah, I really do. I really expect South Africa to maybe score more goals because unlike Nigeria, Benin, where we have a little bit of end-to-end, maybe because both teams are in the game for something. At Mbombela, the story is in fact glaringly different. South Africa have dominated from the very first blast of the whistle up until this time. Sorry for anybody who was at home who feels we're not giving them hopes with what is happening in Mbombela, but that is the reality. Rwanda, they've not even had the chance to come forward. South Africa, they've dominated so much. I remember their coach even said he was going to field fresh legs today. So obviously, it's showing they're a bit weaker than they ordinarily would be.
I'm a little bit concerned with the way the Eagles are playing. I mean, the Beninois are picking the pockets too easily for me. The team is not compact enough, but I mean, this could be attention, this could be pressure. Zaidou Sanusi finds Alex Iwobi on the left-hand side. Iwobi does a good job to wriggle his way through. Samuel Chukwueze in bat. His pass looking for Zaidou is retrieved by the Beninois. Looking for a long ball now. No, he decides to go straight to the man right in front of him. Referee says play on. Beninois player falls down, but Eagles will not wait. And there's a through pass looking for Iwobi, or was that Calvin Bassey? Yes. His cross.
Still on.
Finds Ako. Now Chukwueze at the edge of the box, looking for Osimhen.
Okay.
Header from Osimhen goes over. And you could see the disappointment in his reaction. He was obviously expecting that to deep into the back of the net.
Yes. Well, good move, Coach May, if you ask me. From
Calvin
Bassey to Ako to Chukwueze, and that cross from Chukwueze is like, those kind of things we say it's a television kind of passes that should have even resulted to a television kind of goal as well. Osimhen disappointed because he knows he could have done better.
He should have done better. He has, a full, clear view of the ball, got his head on it, but couldn't direct it properly.
No pressure on him at all. Could have been 2-0 there.
Yeah, could have been 2-0 ball. Good job from Bassey. And I wonder if that's what we'll see throughout the game. Will Bassey, overlap from the left, to bring in those crosses? Because I know he's very huge. He's very good when bumping forward, right from the days when he played in Scotland.
You remember our discussions yesterday? Wenger was insisting that the wing plays not worked for the team. So he would rather an option where the fullbacks does the overlapping and tries to do the cross. So it wouldn't really be bad if Calvin Bassey goes all the way forward. My only fear is that if you're not such a pacey defender as a wing back and then you go all the way forward and you do not return early, because you know how hurtful that can be, especially when you're playing a team like Benin, that their game plan is long balls and, of course, counter-attack. So I'm happy that even though it's a 4-4-2 formation, somehow Samuel Chukwueze's wing is still working. So let's say Samuel Chukwueze's wing, and then the only fullback runs we'll be seeing maybe might be from Calvin Bassey and Zaidou Sanusi, and it might just be fine.
Well, interestingly, Benin Republic are controlling possession and invariably controlling the game.
Yes.
Most of these possession, by the way, India have. Eagles not really applying pressure, probably because they have a goal already, leading their time. So passes being exchanged right at the back.
You know what, that might even result to, for me. Like you said, they have possession quite all right, but most of the possessions have been in their own half. So at the end of the day, they might just win the possession and then the Eagles win the game. Yes, with goals, because every other time the Eagles, are intentional. Forward. Yes, without going forward. You see that the attack has a lot of bite.
And the goalkeeper, Marcel Dunjonu, I have discovered he's always targeting the back or the space behind Nigeria's defense with long balls. If you look at the first leg of this game in the World Cup qualifier, that was how they got one of their goals.
Okay.
So I'm not surprised that's still the tactics for today.
And they have a free kick meanwhile, and you can agree with me that from the position, it's out wide, but not more than 30 yards. It's straight into the box.
Into the box. Goalkeeper comes out, picks it, drops it, but it's good. And Nwabali once again will not keep calm. He has gone ahead to confront the Benin Republic player. I don't know why.
And then Wilfred Ndidi is trying to talk to him, and he pushes Ndidi.
He drops the ball on the floor. The captain of Benin Republic kicks the ball into Nigeria's net. And I mean, Nwabali has not learned this lesson.
Okay, so, that dropping the ball is for you to serve, and you serve when, of course, the referee will have to say serve. So the referee have not said go kick Nigeria. So that captain, if he does that again,
and there's a chance for Nigeria. Akko shoots, blood. He's asking for a penalty. Referee says no. Osimhen also brought down again. Referee says there's no foul in that one. I mean, all of a sudden, two incidents in one moment. How possible is that?
The first one was even a handball. That's what Akko Adams was talking about. That the Benin handled the ball, and the referee said no. You see, so it's mind-boggling that we are in this stage of our football on the continent. Yes, I know we are far from where the Europeans are, but for me, in the last 10 years, we've come a long way. We cannot be having World Cup qualifiers, and there is no VAR.
Well, Eagles lose possession in their half.
Doesn't make any sense.
Alex Iwobi dispossessed. Now is Moses Simon, who loses another duel. The Beninois are now halfway through Nigeria's half. This time around from the left-hand side of Nigeria's defense. And that's the diagonal ball I've been talking about. This time around, Frederick does well to win the header.
Again.
Yes, but he concedes a throw in the process.
Okay, so I think that's where his game shows a little bit of amateur. He wins those duels, but almost every other time it ends up being, is it a throwing or a corner? You get.
Whoa! South Africa, they have doubled their lead. Beautiful. And it's a rocket once again. Beautiful. Right inside the box.
Beautiful goal there.
The South Africans are doing their beat. Nigeria also doing her beat. All in favor of the South Africans. Look at that. 2 rockets so far from the South Africans. They mean business.
A beautiful goal there from Apollos. Brilliant goal. Honestly, it's the way the goal was even brought.
You saw it coming.
Yeah, so like
they were picking the passes.
Weaving it was just like a weave. And then at the end of the day, they left, the Rwanda goalkeeper no chance. There was nothing could have done about that ball, from the power behind the shot, from, the precision of the forward. And there was just nothing could have done.
He bends it like a rocket.
Like David Beckham.
I mean, exciting football going down there, right there.
That's the Orlando. Yes, that's the Orlando Pirates forward, Oswin Polis, who got, the goal.
24-year-old.
Yes, indeed, and he's been quite very active in club football, playing almost week in, week out for Orlando.
And one thing is this: the South Africans have majorly home-based players.
They have a team.
And once again, Nigeria sits in a half, deep and conceding the wings to the Beninois. And there could be a chance for Benin there. Shot! Side netting. I thought that was offside, but the referee says it's a corner kick. Nigeria. I don't know what to say on that occasion. Andries, who plays for St. Pauli out there in Germany.
Yeah.
With that chance for Benin Republic, and it drew out a save from Nigeria's goalkeeper, Chief Stanley Nwabali. I mean, what we've seen so far is the Chief Nwabali and not the real Nwabali.
Oh, well, that save is expected. I mean, he covered his post very well. Like we said, all the crosses and all the efforts from Benin. There's a direction so far in the game, and he needs to keep going that way. That is to Sambisa.
Yes. When I see those corner kicks, by the way, they wasted the corner kick, Benin Republic. Mm-hmm. But just to remind you that Benin scored via a corner kick. The winning goal in the first leg was a corner kick nodded into what looked like an empty net back
Yeah.
then. Fine pass from Ajayi looking for Chukwueze. Chukwueze dispossessed immediately. The Beninois matching from the right-hand side. The pass looking for Andres is intercepted by Ajayi. Ajayi gets it now from Frederick. And a ball across the face of the pitch finds Moses Simon. Now it's Iwobi. Nigeria still in possession. On the left-hand side, Moses Simon. His cross is blocked. I mean, he really doesn't know when to release the ball and when to keep it. And a good example is what we've just seen there, Moses Simon.
That's why a lot of people have called for the Eagles to stop doing the wing games, that it doesn't work. It's not been working. No, that's, I think that's, in fact, I know that's the only reason. And when you look at maybe the wingers that we use, if there are times when maybe it can produce a little bit of result, it's maybe when Lukman is playing from the flank. Or maybe Samuel Chukwueze is also a little bit better than Moses when it comes to productivity from the flanks. The flanks have not really worked. The only fear I had was changing pattern in a game like this that is a must-win. Sometimes you might have to approach it like you don't have anything to lose after all. But you have something to lose. So you cannot really experiment on things like this.
31 minutes on the clock. Nigeria 1, Benin Republic 0, and in Mbubela, it is South Africa 2, Rwanda 0.
Yes.
So, I mean, as it stands right now, South Africa will qualify for the 2026 World Cup. But the thing is, it's 90 minutes and just 31 minutes being played. There could be a chance for Benin Republic in this one. Good pass. The control was poor. But the Beninois still managed to sniff out a shot in the process. I mean, the Eagles are playing as if their legs are chained.
Like, is that, somehow Benin Republic just have this possession and comfortably so.
I mean, comfortably stringing the passes together and, through the Nigerian defense.
The only thing that has gone wrong for them is I think they've been quite very poor when it comes to their finishing. Or is it that they're a bit impatient on the ball? Because, I mean, the outcome of those runs has been close to nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely close to nothing. With the way they've dominated, that's why the Eagles need to score. So that, if at all they get punished out of all this, they'll have a little cushion.
Well, even if they score now, would it be of any use? South Africa leading by 2-0.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
asking.
okay. No. It will not be of any use with for the automatic qualification. The use it will be is for maybe the second ranked. Possibly. It's not certain.
For the player.
Yes, possibly. Depending on the outcome of all the other games for today.
Well, if Nigeria wins by a single goal, they can qualify for the playoff by finishing second, provided South Africa loses or draw against Rwanda. But that's looking like a huge,
If South Africa loses or draws against Rwanda, and Nigeria wins Benin by 1 goal, Nigeria will qualify top of the table.
If Nigeria
wins one
by 1
yes,
goal,
yes.
yeah,
Nigeria will qualify top of the table.
That's true.
Yes, but if South Africa beats Rwanda, if South Africa beats Rwanda,
Nigeria forget it.
Nigeria cannot qualify automatically. Yes, the only chance will be the second place, and at that second ranked teams, that playoff spot. But for me, that's where the struggle is. I'm telling you, it doesn't look good at all.
33 minutes on the clock. Alex Iwobi feels an impact. Medics needed. Oh, he's back on his feet, and play will continue shortly. Don't forget you can join us. All you need to do is drop a message for us on the WhatsApp portal 080-999-30137. I mean, the early goal brought out a lot of excitement from Nigerians, but ever since that one, it's been a drowsy looking Super Eagles so far.
That's a word. Drowsy. That's the word, honestly. The fire with which the game started, that you expect that it will progress that way. It really hasn't done. It really hasn't gone that way at all. It's just been Benin just coming forward. Initially they were trying to come forward, but they'll just stop halfway in the middle of the park. Right now, it's as though they've cracked the code. They are not even using them. They're not able to. They're not even being stopped in the middle of the park. They find a way to drift towards, the wings. Which wing is that? The wing of is it Kevin Bassi now? Yes, that particular. Zaidu Sanusi. Yes, the left side. That's where they majorly try to come from. So we'll see about that. There's a corner situation
for Nigeria to be taken by Moses Simon. A lot of bodies in the boxes. Poor corner kick, I must say. Nigeria loses possession after the corner kick. Possession picked up by Zaidu Sanusi, who has overlapped. He has 4 targets in the box. He beats his time. Samuel Chukwueze couldn't connect with the ball. And now it's Benin's time to counter. The ball coming in from the right-hand side. 2 against 2 on the wings. And Frederick does well to retrieve possession for Nigeria.
Yes, meanwhile, we are also live on our socials, on Facebook, on YouTube, at Nigeria Info Abuja. So you can just check us out. We are live. You get to see other fans in the comment section. Drop your take, drop your comments. We'll take them when we have the time.
Ibrahim from Airport Road, I see your message, and it says we are currently on the exact same goal difference with Benin Republic.
Yes.
12 goals scored, 8 conceded, but it seems Nigeria still sits below Benin Republic. The Super Eagles still need to score at least 1 more goal to move ahead of Benin Republic.
I wonder which table you are using, bro. Because Nigeria is not sitting beneath Benin. They are sitting above because Nigeria definitely has got this head-to-head advantage over Benin Republic.
Chukwueze with a cross into the boot. Osimhen! And that is the second for Nigeria. Energetic as ever. Precise delivery from Samuel Chukwueze, and the Predator was alive in the box with a sweet header. The goalkeeper had no chance, and the referee points to the center. A second for Nigeria. Maybe hope.
Coach Bumi, Predator is the word. There is no way you cannot use that kind of qualification for Victor Osimhen. Always on point and on time, right in the position where you need him. I was just telling us before that every time the wing is working, it is either Lukman or Samuel Chukwueze on a very good day. Samuel Chukwueze is in that mood of the good old days back in Villarreal playing for the Yellow Submarines. Just look at the precision.
Something out of nothing. Combination from Frederick and Chukwueze delivered into the box for the Predator Osimhen. And that is the story. A second goal for Nigeria. 36 minutes on the clock. Same scoreline in Mbombela. Can a miracle happen in South Africa? Because we need a miracle there.
Yes, a miracle there to qualify automatically. But can that miracle come today? Honestly, Coach Rumi, I cannot say that it can because of the way Rwanda have played the Amavubis compared to the Benanuans. The Cheetahs have played better, maybe because they have something for in this game. Yeah, I know.
Well, the calculation is not just in the studio.
Not at all,
even out there in the stands, the top dignitaries from Nigeria, you could obviously see them calculating if this should come to this, if this should come. I mean, that's the situation we put ourselves.
Coach, for me, there is no way that any well-meaning Nigerian, in fact, see, the delegate for this game is something else. Even if it were outside Nigeria, the delegation would still be as solid as same. Everybody that is high-ranking from all the FAs across the different states, that's how they have delegation to Uyo for this game. So I can tell you the number of calculators that are out at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium. If we sell them, we can build something meaningful for ourselves.
Well, the Eagles been absent for about 20 to 25 minutes or thereabout, and all of a sudden they pop up with the goal. A second in this one, and this must be disheartening to the Beninouans.
Someone also, not someone, a lot of the fans have been very vocal about it, how they want Benin if Nigeria is not going to qualify automatically, then it should be Benin Republic. And I'm like, you guys know, if you say that, that means you are saying that the Eagles should lose today's game.
And that's the word coming in from Titus from Gishiri in Abuja.
I didn't even see that.
He says, good evening, Coach Bumi and Kachi. Super Eagles should just allow Benin to beat them. I don't want South Africa to qualify.
That's the thing. They don't just want South Africa to qualify, but the only way you can do South Africa that favor on a platter is also by losing to Benin Republic. So that even if South Africa qualifies, Benin can now go as second place team. You cannot hurt yourself just because you are winch hunting an enemy.
Well, play has restarted. There was a Benin Republic player that probably got injured in the process of Victor Osimhen putting that ball in the back of the net. But play has restarted now, and the Eagles are probing once again. Osimhen asking for the ball. Simon delivers it. Well read by the defender.
Definitely, he read that. He did. And he also did the needful. And now I think there's this hurt that Benin Republic will be coming out with in terms of their approach, to this game. Watching all that effort almost slipping away, they might get into that mood of, throw in everything. Let's see how it goes.
And that could result in their defense opening up once again for Nigeria.
To pound some more. That's true.
Well, before this game, the fans thought Eagles might need at least 4 or 5 goals, to stand a chance of qualifying or qualifying for the playoff spot. So far, 41 minutes, Eagles have scored twice. Benin Republic yet to reply.
I've also noticed that in Mbombela, the players are picking up knocks here and there. They've also had to make a substitution. Yes, because a player got injured and another one, but that's for South Africa. And there have also been a couple of yellow cards there. Remember South Africa the last time against Zimbabwe? It was yellow card for Zimbabwe and then later a red card, yes, for Zimbabwe and later a red card for South Africa. And it just comes with all this accumulation of cards. Sharp contrast when we look at what's happening in Uyo. There's really not been cards yet. So maybe another red card drama in Bombela anytime from now.
Well, when it comes to history between Nigeria and Benin Republic, both teams have met 12 times in the past, with Nigeria winning 9 times. Benin also won twice, and one of those encounters was drawn.
Do you hear me? So one of the wins for the Cheetahs is what put us in the situation, if you look at it that way.
Yeah.
That 2-1 win. That game was even played away from their home. It was a neutral. But I remember they had issues with
Nigeria actually scored first.
Yes, and they took the game to Côte d'Ivoire because of their pitch situation. And somehow, who was in charge? It was Coach Finidi George, and that game ended 2-1 in favor of the Benin Republic.
The Eagles still probing with less than 2 minutes to the end of the first 45 minutes. Would you say the fans out there in Uyo would be satisfied with what they've seen in this first 45 minutes?
Not really, but given what is at stake, they know it's just a game of goals. It's not one of those days that you say, oh, they didn't play good football, they didn't. Oh my days. You can just talk about good football and all of that, even though we always want to see good football when the Eagles are playing. But the end goal is to win and win convincingly, and most importantly, not concede. So if you look at what are the important things that we're looking to pick from this game, goals, clean sheet, in the first 45, have they achieved that? Emphatically, yes. Even if they've not played as nicely as we would have wanted to, especially with the way, you can look at Benin Republic, that they're kind of dominating possession. I don't think they are anymore, though.
And a message from Adams in Uye. He says, great goal from Victor Osimhen. Either way, whatever means, Nigeria will be at the World Cup.
So whatever means? Okay. We can borrow some brooms from our brothers in the south and fly to South Africa. Oh, we can fly to Mexico. Do you understand the brooms I'm talking about? Where are you from again, Kofi?
I'm done. Okay. The diagonal balls from the Beninois once again employed from the left to the right, and the player who's the target flatters into Samuel Chukwueze. Chukwueze has joined in defensive duty on the right-hand side of the Nigerian defense, which is encouraging.
I've seen them do that a lot. The boys from even the midfield,
even Victor
Alex,
Osimhen has had to come back
coming back
to help
to
in
defend.
defending. 5 minutes added. It's 45 minutes already. Nigeria 2, Benin Republic 0. 2 goals from Victor Osimhen. Throw for Benin Republic, and it's looking like they are going to employ the long throw tactics. That seems to be common. I mean, teams are employing it a lot this 2025-2026 season.
You can say that again.
Not just in the Premier League, even in the NPFL. So many goals have been scored via long throws, and a good beneficiary of this tactics is Plateau United. They are known for that right from the start.
Honestly, it's good for a team to also pick out something that is unique that works for them. For some, it's the set pieces.
Yeah.
It's the set pieces, whether it's corners and they just try to make it count. I think it was Arsenal at some point until the code was decoded, and they couldn't just do that a lot more.
They've got a couple already.
Then recently, I don't remember which game it was. They scored 2 goals, from corners like that. And
they cross into the area, force dangerously. Ajayi mops it up. Now it's Samuel Chukwueze halfway through Nigeria's half, and now Iwobi from the center circle drives it forward and finds Moses Simon. Akko in support. Iwobi running into the box. 2 players on Moses, no support. Osimhen targeted. His ball back into the middle, easily picked up by the goalkeeper.
He just didn't want that to let that ball slip. That's how Osimhen wanted to just get it in. Even if it's not him, whoever available should get the goal. One thing is obvious for me: the understanding that they need goals.
What would you say about the partnership between Akko and Osimhen so far in this game?
So that was what Tolu could not do. 2 strikers who are 9, in fact, point men. When you have them, one would definitely have to fall behind for the other. And Tolu found it a little bit difficult to do, but Akko, okay, how many times have you had to mention this? Because he's fallen behind Osimhen traditionally for that support striker role, and Osimhen is the one who is in the top 9 role.
And now Nwabali.
I think that's working.
Nwabali is winding down the time.
There's this, it's not lackadaisical, there's this careless, there's this, I don't know what to call.
Yeah, well, Osimhen expecting a foul there. Referee says play on Chukwueze. Oh, he didn't really sight Akko. Akko was making a run inwards.
Mm-hmm.
The ball was taken over the defense of the Beninois, so possession lost by Nigeria. I've not seen the urgency from the Beninois to tell me that they mean business after conceding twice.
So that's it. There's this fear. Coach, there's something about conceding 2 goals in a game like this. They cannot continue to concede. So I sense there's this fear that if they continue to surge forward without maybe calculating their moves, they would concede more. And the more they concede, the more it's almost impossible to chase the game. I think they are avoiding to they're trying to avoid conceding more goals, so that probably at halftime they can re-strategize. That's what I think. Meanwhile, I think that's a lot to Zaidou Sanusi.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's been shot down.
Oh no, he was tampered. After that, he goes down. Then there's okay. So what? Takes players, and honestly, I thought the player got him with his boots.
So it's 4 minutes gone out of the 5 minutes added. Nigeria 2, Benin Republic 0. 2 goals from Victor Osimhen. And in South Africa, it's half-time. South Africa leading 2 goals to 0.
Yes, indeed. They're in Bombela Stadium. South Africa leading by 2 goals to nothing. Goals are from Mbata. Goals from Talente Mbata. Plays, yes, he plays for Orlando, and then Apolis. He's also an Orlando Pirates player, so you can imagine the level of understanding they will have going up front for South Africa. I envy them. So the kind of advantage when it comes to a properly gelled team.
Well, as it stands at halftime in Uyo, Nigeria 2, Benin Republic 0. And in Mbumbela, it is South Africa 2, Rwanda 0. If it ends this way, South Africa will be marching to America. I mean,
straight up.
That's what it is.
Yes.
All right. We go for a break, and we start taking your reactions to the first 4 to 5 minutes. You can drop messages on the WhatsApp portal. You can call us via the phone lines. The phone line is 07009510000. You can also call 08095974869, or you call the WhatsApp portal 08099930137.
Football Frenzy, bringing the game to you.
Right, still your Let's Talk station, 95.1 Nigeria Info. Yes, I have time across a lot of centers. You know, it's not only in the group of Eagles where we have matches going on, not only in Group C. In other centers, we also have a couple of matches happening, and that will really go a long way to, let me just say, I think how many groups are even in action? There's Algeria versus Uganda. And I know how people were saying Algeria, Uganda cannot win away. You know, Algeria, they cannot get that kind of that needed victory. Oh, well, right now I can tell you for free, Algeria, Uganda, they're leading away to Algeria by a lone goal. But then that is for now, probably. We'll just keeping tabs on them until it is full time. That result also will have a bearing over what can happen when it comes to Nigeria making the playoff spot. We have messages on the WhatsApp channel. You can join us even by sending more messages right now because it's half time, so we can take all your reactions. I have this one. Okay, I think it's a voice note. Let's have the voice note. Let's have the voice note.
Good evening, Coach Bumi and Kachi.
Hi, good evening. You're welcome.
This is James sending this voice note from Lifetime.
Hi, James.
Well, Nigeria just leave this Benin Republic to remain on top of that table so that they will go to the World Cup instead of to dash it to South Africa.
South Africa.
Nigeria, the highest thing they can get over this Benin Republic is a draw, and which is not good for us. South Africa are leading by 2 goals now already. Then Nigeria just dashed Benin Republic 2 goals. Also, or 3 goals myself. May they just go to the World Cup.
All right, thank you very much. But you just have to do that by yourself because you sound like you know how to dash, goals to people, especially when you need it. Yes, you can help us do the honors, please. I don't know how we can link you up, but that would be so very good of you to do. Good afternoon, Bumi Blair, and he says South Africa is the best team in Group C. Let them qualify. I wish Nigeria were the NFL wishes Nigerian football. His name is Moi Godwin from New Nyanya. All right, and we have South Africa winning 2-0 already. He says, so no hope. Okay, South Africa has scored a second goal. The name is Katan from Wuse, and he says, up South Africa. All right, which other one do we have here? Which other one do we have here? We have another message. Okay, great goal by Osimhen. Either by, okay, whatever means Nigeria will be at the World Cup. That's Adams in Wuye. Okay, we have a good evening. Wish the Eagles won their away game against South Africa. That would have just been it. I wish them all the best. That's Joshua. That is in Kubwa. Thank you very much, Joshua. Ibrahim in Airport Road. Maybe it's the table I was looking at because Nigeria just moved to second after the second goal. But what are our chances to be in strong position to qualify for playoff? Okay, that's a very long conversation that we've had over 1 million times. So I don't think we'll have the time to do all that talk all over again. But the chances dependent on the outcome of matches from other second place teams in other groups. Yes, however they finish will determine the chances of the Eagles, especially when you look at the points and then the goal difference. Ibrahim Airport Road, he says maybe it's a table. Okay, that's the one I just read. Good evening, Bumi and Kachi. All the calculator Nigerians are punching. We go back because no amount of calculation will make them qualify. South Africa is set to be at the World Cup as it stands now. That's a wheezing. Yes, so South Africa finishing top of the table, they will definitely be at the World Cup automatically. Yes, a second place finish for maybe Nigeria or Benin. We'll still have them qualifying if they go through the playoffs. Nigeria needs to win this match. Okay, they're winning by 2-0 for now. Was the latest standing of the second placed teams after the points again from bottom teams have been minus. Charles from Katampe, we've gone over that 1 million times, but right now I'm trying to just take messages. Abumi and Kachi, despite Super Eagles are lead, I am not too convinced with their performance. They should watch their back. All right, thank you very much. Okay, sorry, someone says he's new here. Okay, you're welcome to Nigeria Info. I am happy that the Super Eagles are winning, but the hunger from the players is not there. Okay, says it's not there, except Victor. If they ain't going to do something proudful at the World Cup, they should give the slot to Benin. All right, that's Imagine Nigerians on Tension. Emi Best, mentor from Apple. I have another one. Okay. All right. I'm trying to figure out. Super Eagles should at least defeat Benin by 3-0, but not enough to qualify. Big lesson for the Eagles that to learn, for them to always be serious from beginning to the end. That's Baba Emmanuel at Sun City Estate. Another one, Stephen from Ororo's son from Kubwa. I want to get something straight. Does it mean that even if Nigeria wins and South Africa wins, we will still not go? Please clarify me on this. Yes, even if we win and South Africa wins, Nigeria will still not qualify automatically. I don't know how to speak the English again, because there is another chance, there's another route for qualification outside the top place finish. That route is longer. It's a wilderness journey, but it's a journey that you just have to embark on if you find yourself in the shoes of Nigeria right about now. Akachi, I am watching under pressure because these players are playing as if we are topping the table, even though I promise not watching them again. Lawrence Sunday Jagana arrives from Mogadishu Cantonment here in Abuja. Thank you very much. The messages keep pouring in. Thank you. Good evening. How I wish Eagles have played with such hunger and commitment from the beginning of the qualifiers. What a way to end the qualifiers by not qualifying. And he says, Kennedy George really put us in the situation. Yahaya from Suleja. Good evening, Nigeria. For what's the possibility of Nigeria qualifying if they end up in second place? There is a chance, depending on how all the teams who are placed as second finish. That's Jenna in Wuse. We'll take more messages. Let's Wenger is in the studio right now. Let's get to hear from Wenger. Wenger, you've been following the game, the first 45.
Absolutely.
Not sweet football, but 2 goals.
I think the summary is positive first half. Positive first half in the sense
Yeah.
of our results. At the moment, I don't think the players on the pitch are concerned whether South Africa have scored, whether this and that.
Not at all.
They just need /want to win, you know. They need to get all 3 points and then let fate handle the rest of it. Another interesting thing I thought for the first half is there's a player on that pitch, Ayegun Tosin.
Yes.
Born to a Nigerian father and Benin mother and all
Yes.
of those things. Funnily enough, he's not a Super Eagles player. One of the highlights I saw from him was the crosses, which I think we should work better on in defending in the second half. We conceded so many crosses thanks to Calvin Bassey, most especially, who was blocking most of them. But Frederick and the Oyemechi on the left needs to do more in blocking those crosses into the final third. If the Beninois had a more pressured striker or someone who understands positioning well, we could have been punished in those early stages in the first half. So probably we'll work better in defending our wings. And so far, so good. We're on track.
So far, so good. We are on track. Okay, so the Tosin guy, is it the mother or the father that
The
is?
mother is Beninois, the father is Nigerian, and he was born in Lagos.
Okay, yeah, he was born here. I
He
know.
currently plays in the French League One. That's with Lorient.
Lorient,
Yeah.
And he was born in Lagos. Okay, that's it for Nigeria. And okay, so a lot of questions have also come as to what is the situation with the second rank placed team. But the thing is, so I noticed this. I don't know if so. This is the final match day.
Yeah.
And that's match day 10. And at the end of the games, we're going to have
Some deductions.
the deductions have happened.
They've not reflected on the live
For-
football as we see
Yeah,
at the moment.
it's happened for some teams. It depends on where you are checking from. It gets to where you check.
But we know 2 points with the
From Nigeria because that's what they picked against Zimbabwe, which Zimbabwe is actually the bottom placed team in our group. But people are asking about, okay, so what does it look like now? So what it looks like now is something I cannot really say because the table seems not to have updated.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Do you
At
understand?
the moment, live tables haven't reflected the deductions. I think it would happen after the game. That's when I think the other states.
It's not. Okay, so it's reflected the deduction, but what it has not reflected is what is the current standing with this. You know, the live table is updating as goals are scored from different, and it is not reflecting on the ranking table of second place team. So it's after the game
exactly
that one will reflect.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
So that's Nigeria. In fact, if you look at that table now, Nigeria is not even there. Yes, because they don't have it's not being updated. So that's why I might not be able to answer that question. But what I know is before this final match day, we have Gabon topping that table. There's the Cameroon and there's Burkina Faso and even a Niger Republic and Cameroon, Burkina Faso and Niger. They have played all their matches.
And aside from the Nigerian perspective,
Gabon have a game.
I think our group is one of those groups with low points, if you check. We are having second place, third place teams having over 20 points. And in the Nigerian group, the first place has 18 points or so.
Yes.
So it seems so tough if you look at it.
That will just give you an idea of what our team is being about.
Yeah.
Like our group is being about.
Yeah.
People are not picking maximum
From
points
each other.
a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of draw games happened in that group,
Yeah.
and that is why they don't have the maximum. I think there was also something I heard.
Which is what affects us in this second place conversation we are having now.
Yes. Okay, there was also something I heard but I need to confirm it on FIFA channel, on CAF channel, about teams will have to be there based off of your second in your group is your second in your group, not really second overall in the ranking. But like I said, I have to also confirm
No, so
that information.
the way it is we are group I. I is like 9 groups basically. So those 9 groups all have second place teams. Now along those 9 groups, the top 4 from the 9.
Yes, that's what. Yes,
So I think that is more straightforward.
that's what I feel too.
Yeah. So the basic thing is nobody should stress themselves until after the final whistle.
After
That's
the
when
final
you can
whistle,
view the table
and CAF
see
gives
what's
us
going on.
this is the
So,
final table. In fact, wait for CAF. Don't
Basically,
even use any score
At
side.
the moment, what we should be concerned about is getting all 3 points
Yes.
and not conceding.
Perfect winger.
Then, when the final whistle comes, we can cross the bridge.
Forget about anything. Just wait until we now get back to you and say, "Good, so this is what it is." Stop asking.
It seems the voices of the fans spoke loudly to Mwambali at some point. If you notice, there was an aerial duel where he and was it the number 9 or so went for.
Yes.
And he dropped the ball and got it back again. Then for some reason he wanted to go at the Benin.
It is not wanted. He already went at him and then
after some time, I think the voices just came down to calm down. Oh my guy, calm down. He
didn't calm down, Wenger.
He did because he did. What the normal one.
Wilfred indeed went to tell him, "Oh God, this is not supposed to be so." And he pushed Wilfred. I mean, me and Coach Bue saw it here.
I saw it as a tap.
Why
But
should
this
he
like
push
a push?
it? It was a push,
It was a shove. Like I understand. That's the way I interpreted that instance. It wasn't like
He needs to
go
be
area.
calming down, please.
Exactly.
Anyways,
So
guys,
he would have
we're going
done
for
worse.
the second
he would
half.
have done worse than that, but I think he now realized that he's been doing too much. Hopefully, he doesn't.
Mwabali's
worse
lawyer,
than
go
that.
and meet him. We're going for the second half now, guys. Just stay tuned. Don't touch the dial. Hopefully, Wenger will plead his course at full time for standing up.
Why will I play this course?
For now, the guy is unbelievable. We'll be right back.
Football Frenzy, bringing the game to you.
Well, there is singing going on out there in Uyo, but I don't know if there is dancing to accompany it. I mean, the result looks okay, but not enough. I mean, South Africa doing their thing in Umbela too, still leading by 2-0.
Yes, that result is definitely the results. They know it's not enough, not because of what is happening here. Okay, Coach, you remember that our 2006 World Cup situation after beating Zimbabwe 5-1. Yes, now Nigeria beat Zimbabwe 5-1, but then it was not about the outcome of our own game. It was about what Angola would play in their own game. That is just exactly the same thing that's playing out today. South Africa, and in those days the slot was still it was even 4 for Africa was even so there was nothing like second ranked teams or anything. There was no hope like that, and it's the same thing that's playing out today. You cannot have everything down to the wire.
48 minutes on the clock. The Beniners seem to be more desperate in the second 45 minutes. And a yellow card has been issued. Not sure who got it, but I think it went to Verdon. But we will confirm it's a rash challenge on Osimhen.
Oh.
And Osimhen's reaction, drew the attention of both his players
everybody.
and the opposition. mean,
Everybody, you guys don't want to do anything. Okay, so let me go all out and shout. And the referees also try to allow the game.
and there could be a chance for Nigeria. Shot on target.
It was long.
Easy for the goalkeeper. Shot from Akko Adams.
It was weak.
Needs to do better.
It was a weak shot. It was a weak shot.
And about a minute ago, the Beninois also carved out a half chance, which they didn't convert. So Eagles will need to be, I don't want to say careful, they need to watch it, I should say. And there could be a chance for a breakaway. Foul.
Going down, yeah.
Akko
Another
Adams.
yellow. Yes.
Yeah.
Another yellow for Benin Republic.
Yeah, it's going out of their hands, so they need to put in more. Like, this is desperation.
Yeah, but I told us that if they do that continually, because it will cost them, because what you do is that you expose them some more, and the Eagles will definitely capitalize.
Yeah, Mohamed Tijani, 27-year-old, the centre back, has gone into the books of the referee. He plays for Yadon Sports. He is a physical presence in the backline of the Beninois. But this time around, he's been penalized. And there were 2 fouls in quick successions there. One was on Frederick, and the second one was what was punished.
They just have to be careful, except their coach told them to go all out.
Free kick delivered dangerously. Patrick mentioned Victor Osimhen. He has made day 3. Look at that. Fantastic delivery from Moses Simon. Osimhen gets there first, and the rest is history. Nigeria putting daylight between them and Benin Republic. Unfortunately, it could or it might not be enough. Who does this thing?
So,
I mean, where has this performance been?
Coach, you just begin to look back at everything that happened throughout the qualifiers, and you begin to wonder. Sometimes people call for the head of Coach Finidi George and all, and they say if he had actually performed the same way Coach Eric Sekushel has performed, maybe we wouldn't be here. But they're forgetting that somehow the players even turned on Finidi George. And the news out there, he's not such a good manager, and all of that. There was just not a disagreement. So, and you players, you are the ones who want to go to the World Cup.
Well, Kachi, can you help us check if there's a chance these 3 goals can take us to the playoff spot?
While we're doing the analysis, we bang that while I was on that, the table
Keeps updating. It's alive.
The one that keeps updating is the live standing of different groups. That second ranked table is not updating. So
we
that means
will.
that at full time everywhere, that table will definitely update.
Don't worry, we'll make it come alive.
But the group where I know that we have a stake on is this Uganda.
Algeria.
Yes, Algeria taking on Uganda. If Uganda wins this game, which means a problem because they have a good goal difference. Except Nigeria can keep pumping more goals.
So 3 now, so we should be on plus 6. But Uganda's still better.
So
they are on plus 7.
They need 2 more. If they have 1 goal more, they'll be on par with Uganda. I don't know what they will now use to separate because they're not even. I think there's a way where fair play comes, all the goals throughout
First
the qualification,
then fair play.
So
the calculation is much.
FIFA would sort that out. But for us to be on par with Uganda, Nigeria needs to score. Better still, Algeria needs to equalize against Uganda.
Now, look at this. How would this kind of Benin Republic, how would they have represented Africa at the World Cup? I mean, I'm just thinking.
Okay, so you can say that because of their game today. But Coach, you cannot say that looking at their overall performance throughout the qualifier. They played way better than Nigeria if we begin to look at the qualifiers holistically. Yes.
Okay.
Look at it holistically. After South Africa, they come second before the
Akko Adams spills out again from the right, looking for Osimhen. There's still a chance for Nigeria. Oh my God!
The goalkeeper.
Brilliant save from the goalkeeper. I thought it was, bumping into the back of the net, but in the end, it was a great save from Danjunu.
That save was brilliant. Akko Adams is amazing with was it Akko? Was it Moses?
Yeah, it was Akko with the cross,
Okay.
looking for Sime. The defenders, intercepted. It
Okay.
fell to Moses Simon,
Okay.
and he was in a very good position. But he shot, he shoots, the goalkeeper goes to the ground, gets his hands on it. Corner kick for Nigeria.
He did everything right with that shot, Moses. Just the goalkeeper was quite on point as well.
I agree. Corner kick to be taken by the Paris FC player, and all the Super Eagles players are clustered in the box 6, and there could be a chance there. Oh, poor reaction from the Super Eagles players. And in the end, it was Sami Ajayi who makes contact with the goalkeeper who already had the ball. So he
Yeah.
gets a yellow for that.
He's not even arguing. He knows he's culpable.
Apart from knowing that he's culpable, they are trying to drag him in. It could be a red if their reaction, when you retaliate,
I get
it will be red.
Okay, you mean that why he walked away?
That was why he walked away. That's an experienced player there.
What Chief needs to take lessons from.
I
Chief
don't
still
think...
had the hand to push Ndidi today. You're being talked to. Okay, so bro, you need to come. You're still saying, bro, not in the apple.
I think you need to learn how to take away the chief from his name.
Oh, okay.
That's why he misbehaves.
You said we should put it back. Wasn't it that you said?
Don't believe that. Take it away.
Rwanda almost got a goal against South Africa.
Oh, really?
Yes. Almost.
Almost means nothing in
Almost.
football. Yeah, a cross comes in, but I think the player there was in an offside position. Rowan, or what's that his name?
Yes, Williams. He also fouled the Uganda forward.
But when the cross came in, the Ugandan, Rwandan, a striker was in an offside position, so
It wouldn't have counted for him.
maybe. And that's Amoroch, the coach of Rwanda. The body language during his pre-match press conference showed that, they were
now.
ready to take He said he was going to use...
fresh boys, fresh legs. I remember.
56 minutes on the clock in Uyo, in the southern part of Nigeria. It's a rainforest, but fortunately it's not raining today. It's a very beautiful city also. It has everything.
All right, so Coach Bumi, you were asking earlier where this kind of performance was all the while, and honestly, I can't even answer. You know why I'm finding it difficult to answer? I'm also confirming that all the goals that were scored today by Victor, they were produced from the wings. The same wings were screaming last night, cut off, kill them, discard them. 2 of them came from Samuel Chukwueze. The third one came from Moses Simon. So how is it that you all have not been doing this, and then all of a sudden today? Could it also be because of the support striker? The change in the support? I don't know. I don't even know what to think. Could they also, because there's always that assisted assist. Who played the ball before it got to you? Who played the ball before it got to you? Before it got to maybe Chukwueze, there's always an Akko. There's also maybe an Iwobi. There's also the players who have to create something before it gets to the wingers. But the good thing is that somehow the wings have functioned today, and we can see where that has led us to. Unfortunately, it's coming a little too late.
Well, we're trying to find out if Nigeria can still qualify via the playoff spot. But there's still a lot of time. A lot of things can happen. This is football, drama, field. Football rights is script, isn't it?
You mean in Mbombela, right?
Yeah, in Mbombela,
Yes.
in Uyo or something.
Okay, I think it's in Mbombela that we need drama.
Or probably Algeria equalizes against Uganda.
That one is the most likely to happen out of the 3 scenarios.
Lucky for Nigeria again flown in. And the target was Semi Ajayi, but it goes over everyone for a goal kick to Benin Republic. Nigeria 3, Benin 0. As it stands, Benin are out of the World Cup race. They were sitting top of the table.
Sad.
Like, really?
No, for real. This is heartbreaking. Oh my days. This is sad. And you know what even put everybody in this situation? Both South Africa, both Benin Republic, they had done their homework before the Eagles today. But when they need to go and hold Eritrea. Yes, no, because if Eritrea didn't pull out, South Africa's 4 whole points would not have been taken from them. 4 points were taken from them.
And there could be another goal for Nigeria. No, the cross from Zaidu Sanusi was amateurish. It was a cross, but invariably meant for the fans. The scoreline is encouraging. Can the Eagles add more? I mean, to ascertain their chances of qualifying via
but this game
playoff.
is still long.
I mean, at least that's where our heart is.
60 whole minutes. Honestly, if the way the game is still, the way there's still ample time, if Rwanda were coming any way forward at all, or maybe they had a point from their last game and they feel like, okay, this game can give them a chance for a playoff, they will have a chance to fight back. But right about now, everything is buried, and they might even consider third if care is not taken. South Africa is trying to take it to 3-0 in a bit, but good clearance there by the Rwanda defense. It's the way Benin Republic just gave up. It's sad. It's just sad. They are like, you know how you just resign to fate.
I mean, I can't remember who said it recently in a recent interview.
Okay.
He said you bow to superior knowledge. That's what they've done here. But they get a shot on target now, or more like a weak shot. Even my 7-year-old boy
Could have saved her.
not just to save, he would do some acrobatic displays to hit.
No, with the boy in question, I don't have doubts. They don't know him. I know. I don't have doubts at all.
Nigeria now controlling possession. Calvin Bassey halfway through the pitch. Goes sideways to Zaidu Sanusi. Now to Nwabali. Chief is out of it for now. Semi Ajayi. He goes diagonally. Osime flicks it. Akon wins it. Osime gets on it again. Referee penalizes Osime. Free kick to the Benin Republic. Osime, we need to be careful too. We know sometimes he gets those blood rush into his head or something.
But there's something I've also noticed. So, okay, so the referee, he's allowed the game to flow. I mean, everybody who wants good flowing game, who wants beautiful flowing football, but not at the expense of. So the player gets fouled 1 and fouled 2, and the referee doesn't call it. It's only a matter of time before you flip, Coach Bolu. Yeah, I mean, all the fouls in the first half, not one was called. I think about 2 or 3, and he kept with him playing on. It's good to allow advantage sometimes, but it depends on the level of foul.
And one eye still on the game in Mbombela. It seems South Africans are having fun already. I mean, World Cup is coming, or we are going to the World Cup, it seems. I mean, and the slogan they've been using is, we're going to America. Going to America.
Yes.
Like, no, for Nigeria, no, we're going to the World Cup.
Oh, my days.
A couple of messages already on the WhatsApp portal. And this one says, it's from, I'm trying to find out your name. No name, so I might not take it.
No name, true.
No name on the message. And this one, Frederick from Abacha Road, says, I would like you people to explain these countries that will qualify for the World Cup 2026. Are they 10 groups? No, 9 groups. And there could be a chance for Benin there. Good recovery from Ajayi. The chance is still there. A cross to the right. Easily read. Nigeria will be careful, or should be careful, not to concede in this one. And the partnership between Calvin Bassey and Semi Ajayi seems to be better than what we saw between Captain Ekong and Bassey.
You know, so when Shemilogo was called up, some people said, wow, he's not had a lot of games.
He drops the ball again, and that is Stanley Nwabali.
So why?
He drops it and picks it up, and this has been an issue for him. I mean, Nigerians aren't comfortable any longer with drop and catch.
Yeah. So how can that be your style? How can that
Hypertensive football.
bro? How can that just possibly be your style? You're gonna keep doing this and at a point.
Even the coach is not
Yeah,
comfortable.
how can you be comfortable with all that? It's too much.
Throw taken by Nigeria on the left-hand side. Zaid Sanusi to Kevin Bassi now is Semi Ajayi. Ajayi to Frederick, who loses it. And the Beninois are trying to capitalize from that position. Frederick recovers to head the ball for a throw.
Yes, we're going to. Obali just keeps giving us a lot of pressure tension. We're going to talk about Shemilogo's partnership with Calvin Bassey.
Yeah.
Before Chief decided to be chief. Before he was when he was called up, people were like, okay, so Shemi, how has it been at his club? What has he really done? He's not played a lot of matches. He's after his injury, his return from injury, and then all that. But I just took it back to mean maybe, just maybe, the coach. Of course, this coach was at the AFCON with Mali. He saw our team. He mentioned it the day he was unveiled that the Eagles. He watched the Eagles more than any other team at the AFCON. So he knows this team very well. Probably he also saw the partnership of Chemi and Kevin Bass, because it was only the AFCON performance that I could think of as to maybe a reason for anybody to bring in Shemi Ajayi at this point. And has it been a good move? I would say yes.
Yeah, he's done so well in the game.
I'd say the experience you can do, and he's one calm player. He's a player who cannot really get jittery to a point of scoring an own goal. I remember that semi-final against South Africa. He was so calm despite the tension. He was still controlling. He was so calm. And I asked him, and he said, he just comes with the games. It comes with the experience. You play so much games, and you get used to the pressure.
And the Beninois seems to be out of ideas, or they are running out of it. I mean, each time they get to the edge of the box, they just lose possession.
Yeah.
Uncharacteristically. I mean, this is not the Benin we saw in the other qualifying games.
It's unbelievable.
You do all the hard work, and then you do all the hard work, then you lose it in the most important moments.
So this is where experience of your players. Wasn't it Wenger that was telling me yesterday that all of a sudden they're trying to convince us that Nigeria don't have quality players, we don't have the quality? Is a lie. That the players are quality. The problem is somehow the best is not, they don't give their best when they come to Nigeria, and it's not explainable. But, when it gets to backs on the wall, you need to, calm down. You don't need to let the pressure get to you. You can see that these players, they play on the big stages. It is when you play on the big stages, Coach Me, and you're used to all these, pressure moments, that you can be calm despite what is at stake. It is what is at stake that has gotten to Benin Republic. It's the pressure.
And there was a chance for Benin.
Did Wabali touch that ball?
I'm not sure. Eventually it was put out by the Nigerian defender. It's a corner to Benin Republic. They seem to be breaking up momentum. And Osimhen having a word with Wabali, obviously telling him to calm down.
And then standing by.
67 minutes on the clock. Nigeria still lead. Cross delivered, easily picked up by, let me say, Chief Wabali.
I thought you said.
No, but I mean, he did well on that occasion.
Okay, when he does that, we should use Chief. Abuja, you heard that? Meanwhile,
and now this is Nwabali now. He throws the ball on the floor and starts watching as if nobody is around. I mean, this is Nwabali.
All right, so you remember we said to be able to link up with other fans and catch some interesting conversations.
And Osimhen steals the ball away from the defenders.
That is wicked, Osimhen.
He lays it for Ndidi. The touch is not perfect. The ball keeps bubbling. He couldn't get a shot away. And now Benin Republic with a chance of a counter. Kevin Bassi bullies the player. Then referee gives a foul against Nigeria.
That was a very good move from Calvin Bassi. I think that's what Nigeria learned. I would say they learned from the press conference of Roy. You kept screaming yesterday that it's like he's giving away all the information. Or God, keep some things to yourself. But he put everything on the table. And because you cannot tell me that Eric Shell did not pick those things he said and found a way to stop, because they cannot. They're not passing the midfield whenever they're making those long runs.
Well, but they keep getting corner kicks.
The flanks, they're utilizing the flanks.
Flown in again, cleared by Usime. Another header from Frederick takes it away from the pressure area for Nigeria.
Yes.
And it's going to be a throw for Benin Republic.
They use the flanks, but the original game plan was to go through our middle. He kept saying it, just go through and but the midfielders have succeeded in holding that up, block. That game plan is, in fact, it was dead on arrival. South Africa have been fighting for a third goal, meanwhile.
Oh, interesting. They want more. 2 is enough.
You see that clearance from Victor Osimhen? That is it.
Well, pressure
Is
on
in
the
trouble?
goalkeeper.
Ooh.
Oh, very close. Osimhen sold a dummy. I mean, the dummy was sold to him and he left easily beaten. Again, Benin Republic
Flanks.
pressuring, good footwork.
Outside.
Yeah. Frederick gives away a free kick on the side of the 18-yard box. And
Not cool.
not cool at all. It's dangerous. Almost inside, just a meter away from the box. And the pressure is telling. He's feeling his calf. That's Benjamin Frederick. He's been helped. Oh, and there's an update from Umbumbela.
Yes. South Africa, they've put it to rest. They've put it to bed. They've put it way beyond the reach of anybody. Super Eagles, Benin Republic, they don't care. They've put it, so now they can dance all those their traditional Zulu dance. They can bring out the dance steps now. They held this dance. They didn't dance after the first goal or the second, but they danced right about after this third goal, and I feel that is well deserving. I like that they didn't cave into pressure. They've also gotten their own business done. That is it. Even if it doesn't favor Nigeria, it's the reality. Well done, South Africa. That this time around the goal is from Mark Gopa.
And the delivery was
Evidence.
the delivery.
Another Orlando Pirates ball.
Wow, very
So
interesting.
three goal scorers today for South Africa. All Orlando Pirate players.
The delivery from Apolis
Yeah.
was magnificent, targeting the front part of the box, and the players were there to send it into the back of the net.
It's the technical area celebration for me. They worked for this. You can't even say anything about. They worked hard to be here. They worked hard to be here against Nigeria in the return leg. And what was that? The game that ended 1-1, where like South Africa did not score. Yes, they did not score, but we gifted them an goal. I remember it was the thing. So he just begin to all those chances when Nigeria could have just picked 3-1. Because if they had 3 points from maybe South Africa or Lesotho or Zimbabwe, they would not be here.
But at this point, because Unity is being stretched out, Bruno is being prepared. There could be another option for Nigeria, a sad one. And it's the Brentford player being prepared. Frank Onyeka in no call for Frank Onyeka.
Solid game from Arco.
Yeah, solid game, we must admit.
Solid game.
And both players are in now.
Okay.
Frank Onyeka and Bruno Onyemaechi. And it seems
Who for who?
Iwobi will be pushed a little bit forward. Just behind
Victor Osimhen.
Victor Osimhen, I think.
Yes. Because there's no Alfred Adams anymore.
Yeah.
So we'll have a lone striker now.
So maybe the Eagles want more possession in the last few minutes.
Very important. And then of course ball recovery. You can that's
we have just about 15, just over 15 minutes or thereabout to the end of the game. Nigeria lead 3-0, big the Super Eagles, but a late performance, I must say. The Beniners have been below par in this one. I can't believe them to the 3 times African champions from Nigeria. I mean, Ganetro also have disappointed majority of his followers in Nigeria. I mean,
he has a lot of friends here.
Yes, a lot of friends, but I mean,
friends.
These are the reasons why Nigeria said we can't continue with Ganetro. I mean, in a big game like this, you see a dreary, performance like this, and you wonder when you qualify for the World Cup, then you go to the World Cup and you don't get anything interesting. I mean, let's go back. Let's go back and re-strategize.
Did we not re-strategize? Because if that sack had happened, then obviously with a choice of coach, leave the coach, give him a 5-year plan.
The cross comes in, targeting Osimhen, and there could be a chance. He will be. He shoots. The shot is blocked. I mean, check out the pass from Osimhen.
That shot would have been.
I think he could have taken his time. He would be. I mean, he had all the time in the world to choose.
The ball.
I mean, choose an angle. When there is a defender in front of you, then maybe you take another touch to find a better angle.
Better still caught. He reacted too quickly.
Another chance, gone for Nigeria there. A 4-0 could have guaranteed something. So the Eagles should still try and put in one or two more goals to, boost their goal difference while we try to calculate who can, whether they can still qualify via the playoff, spot, or maybe they can qualify for the playoff spot, I should say.
Okay. Something else I need to figure out today. Where is Niger?
A long ball targeting Osimhen is fouled. The referee stops the ball. It seems there's going to be another yellow card for the Beniners. I mean, they are racking up cards now.
It's just too much. They already have 4. Okay, another one now.
Yes.
That's just be the 5th card of the evening. Trying to Niger Republic. Okay, I think they played yesterday. Okay, Coach, we just I want to take time to look at this this second ranking.
Please,
situation.
that's the most important now. And Cedric is yellow carded, the 5th yellow card for Benin Republic in 77 minutes of play. And guess who's been costing them the biggest problem?
You know who?
He plays in Turkey. I mean, earlier today I was watching a presentation on his comparison with some of the top strikers that were bought during the summer transfer window, and none was better overall.
They don't match.
Well, the thing is, he's expensive. He doesn't come cheap.
Nah. What is good comes cheap.
Across Osimhen! Good header. Good save from the goalkeeper. It was going into the corner, the far right-hand corner of the goalkeeper. So the springs on his legs helped him, and he gets his hands to it. Corner kick, Nigeria. And again, it's those long crosses, I mean, into the box, using the strength Nigeria has. Okay, there could be something there.
It's a goal.
No.
Isn't it?
No. Osimhen asking for maybe a penalty or something.
Yeah, handball.
From the corner kick. I mean, the camera was not there, so
there's no VAR.
We really didn't see what went down there.
No
maybe
VAR.
there could be a replay or something.
No VAR.
Okay. Don't forget you can join us. Drop a message for me. Message on the WhatsApp portal 080-999-30137. And I'm trying to find out your name.
Okay.
It's Mike from Abuja. Mike, always put your name in every of your messages. And he says that the mistake against Zimbabwe, we continue to haunt Eric Shell for life. I mean,
okay,
probably the goal that was given away in the last few minutes. Osimhen still struggling and fighting for every ball. He has 3 already. Good pass to find Iwobi from Calvin Bassey. Moses Simon 1v1 with the defender from the left. Eventually, he loses possession. Typical of him. Quick transition from the Beninois. Again, Eagles fighting back, but they don't get possession. Referee says play on, no foul. Iwobi. Osimhen the target, but not a good pass from Iwobi. I mean, for those who's been asking Iwobi to play behind Osimhen, it's not clicked in the last 5 minutes that's been tried.
I prefer him when he was just outright in the midfield, right?
Yeah. Roving. And there could be a source of worry for Nigeria. Victor Osimhen sat down on the pitch. I hope it's nothing serious. Not just for this game, but also for his club in Turkey.
At this point, it's actually for his club.
I mean, the last time he played for Nigeria, he was out for like 2 weeks.
Yes, almost 3 years. That game against Rwanda.
Yeah, when he was clattered into from the back, he had to leave the game.
It's fine. No, he's not.
I'm not sure it's fine. He's going out. His mask is off. And he walks slowly, though majestically, applauding the fans. I mean, the performance from him today, incredible. That Watson, applause, that's the least he deserves.
It's just, could be a lot of things happen. Do you remember that the early stages of the qualifiers, he was not available to play due to injuries?
Yeah.
I think all the first 4.
About 3 or 4 games.
The 4. All the 2 under, all the 4.
And Tolu Arokogdare gets a chance to play 9 minutes of the game. Let's see what he can get out of this one. And straight away, he gets into it.
Yeah, he gives you that and the Haaland body movement, because you're big, you're built that way, just bully off defenders. That's how he comes at. Okay, so Coach, I was worried about Uganda. It seems I've been worried about the wrong team.
Okay.
That's why it's good to, confirm again. So Uganda, their goal difference, it's not good enough to hurt Nigeria. So where we actually have a problem from
Congo
is DR Congo, yes, and they have not played their own game. So look at it. So this is the Uganda that I've been worried about. Their goal difference is +3. So with the one that they have now, 1 goal, their goal difference is actually +4. So that doesn't hurt them.
So Uganda will be playing against.
They are okay, and they even have more problems because I think there's been a penalty awarded to Algeria. So that's
Uganda.
So that takes them out of the mathematics. Yes, please. So it's DR Congo. Meanwhile, of course, Burkina Faso, they have played all their games. They have 6 goals. Nigeria just can. I know by the time they start comparing maybe how many goals scored and the ones conceded, Nigeria should stand a better chance.
The best thing is just to score another goal.
But to score that 1 goal and be on +7.
That will nick it for Nigeria.
That will seal this second place qualification for Nigeria.
Just 1 more goal now. We confirm it for Nigeria.
Yes, they just take out Burkina Faso. Then for DR Congo, Coach Bumi, their goal difference is +4.
So they need to win by at least 2 goals to nothing.
No. Because they have 13 points, so if they win their game, they will be on 16. So that will take them to here.
How about Niger? Have they played all their games?
They played all their games, so their goal difference is 1. So they're taken care of as well.
Okay.
The only problem that Nigeria would have, in fact, there's no problem as it stands.
As it stands, Nigeria will qualify for the playoff.
Yes.
That's interesting.
No problems anymore.
So there you have it. What we've been asking for, as it stands right now, Nigeria should make it to the playoff spot of the World Cup qualification series.
Yes.
I must tell you.
Algeria just cancelled out Uganda. Okay, it's not full time there.
Yeah, it's not full time.
As it stands, right? Where the calculation, I'm trying to do it on the go.
Nigeria should just add 1 more.
Yes.
But not much time to do that. 7 minutes to the end of this game. The Beninois are reacting now. I mean, they needed this reaction right from the start. Nigeria, by the way, should not be drawn into the dogfight because cards might count in the end if something happens.
Yes, that's where fair play comes in. That's the fair play, we're talking about.
Then walk their way into the Nigerian box. It could be oh my God.
He just misses his footing.
And that's very funny. He did not time his shot, so he misses the ball altogether. Bad timing. Since you see in amateur football. But this is a World Cup qualification game.
The very last that everything is dependent on. So, Coach, for me, a lot of things begin to. I think at this time we can start having conversation. I mean, the game is almost done and dusted. So, conversations like this playoff thingy, we get there. You're looking at the quality of teams that will play on the continent. There's a Cameroon there that scored 15 goals. Is it 15? No, sorry. How many goals did they score? Let me check Cameroon again. Okay. Yeah, okay, 14. That's brilliant. That's decent. And they considered 5. Okay? Then you look at the quality of players they have. There's something in Buemo. And then you look at a Gabon that we can play, that we will have to maybe play against, and they have a Emre Aubameyang that scored 4 goals alone in their game against Gambia.
Well, Kachim, there's a message here. Okay. I want you to check Uganda very well, to check the last team in that group, how many points they picked from there. Let's just be sure.
Okay, so Coach Bumi, this table you're seeing like this table, all that calculation has been done for you to be here.
Okay, so trying to find out. Okay, Johnson from ABJ. Well, Uganda don't have more points than Nigeria as it stands. So
they have one point because they are drawing against Uganda.
Algeria.
Yes, bro. The game against Algeria is a draw now.
It's a draw now.
So what they have is 13 points.
13 points, not a win. Sime with hat-trick today.
You know why I'm exclamating, like, because me, I am not so good with my maths, but the way I've aced the mathematics of this World Cup qualification is, like, I'm surprising myself. Like, I understand it more than anything. Just give me theory and we're good.
Maybe they should put us in this situation so that we can learn more maths.
Comprehension, essay, and all arts is my element. You see, anything that has to do with calculation, let me just, might not count me out. But you said the calculation of this, I have been on point with every.
Well, can we make that table go live?
This table?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, not really, because I'm doing some calculations off my.
I understand. Is there a way we can make it go live? Can we maybe I don't know the word.
Yes, so I want to we'll make it live after the final margin.
All right, it will be taken off, and Terence Murphy comes in. So the coach has seen what I saw, that Alex is not adding more value in terms of pressing
behind
Rokodare now.
Okay, yeah, Rokodare.
So Terence Murphy has 3 minutes to get something done.
Great guy, Terence Murphy. I'm so very happy he has a chance at football again. That injury took him out for almost a year after the AFCON.
And there could be a chance for Nigeria in the box. Whoa!
Side netting.
And who was that? It looks like Bruno Nyemechi or something.
Bruno looks
big, right? Okay. Oh, it's Olakunle. You are right. This Bruno looks big. So it's Olakunle who has been brought in for his competitive debut for the Super Eagles.
That's what it is, actually.
Yes, his competitive debut for the Super Eagles. I mean, he was part of the Nigerian Under-17 team to the 2019 Under-17 World Cup.
Okay.
Olusegun Olakunle.
I think, I don't know how, but he replaced Chukwueze.
He replaced Samuel Chukwueze.
Immediately the second half started.
They noticed that.
I just noticed that you didn't notice that. He replaced Samuel Chukwueze. So Chukwueze actually played 45 minutes that were fire.
I don't know why he replaced Chukwueze at that time. He was giving all the vibe.
You know, I mean, sometimes there are so many things that happen behind, because when you know these things, maybe a little knock, that if he had continued, it would cause problems. He's going back to club. And club football at this point is a lot for Chukwueze. He has not sealed any meaningful place at Fulham, so the coach might just have considered that as well.
Then check him out. Coach Garnetra.
I feel sad for
He's
him.
failed at the last hurdle.
I feel sad for him, but we needed this.
It's good for the Super Eagles.
These bros on the bench, Coach Bumi, they are making a lot of calculations. They are talking a lot to themselves. They are looking at the table. So much mathematics is going on there between Victor and Sam Chukwueze and the other guys on the bench.
All right, Ugo from Suleja. It's not the points you're counting for Uganda. No, their points against the lowest placed team will be taken off.
Okay, bro, you're still far from the reality.
Follow no road.
You're still far from. Okay, what's his name? Ugo Air.
And there could be a
okay?
chance for Nigeria.
After the game,
Moses Simon in the box.
Good.
He crosses it, and that is it! Yes! And that is the goal that seals it for Nigeria. And look at the celebration out there in Uyo, because they know that is the goal that will seal a place in the playoffs.
That's it.
Nwabale runs to his coach to tell him, calm down.
That's the goal.
This is annihilation.
That's the goal.
Destruction handed over to Benin Republic in Uyo.
It was me that scored that goal.
I'm trying to find out. I think it will be Olakule.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking the way the bodies.
Big to me.
Yeah.
Okay. It was quickly done. It was brilliantly done. But I love what the fans have done in New York today, Coach Bumi. I think Wenger was also a bit worried yesterday. Okay, no, it wasn't Wenger, it was you. And Wenger said he trusts that the fans will come up with the Simon.
It looks like it's the tank. It looks like it's the tank. Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's him. Brentford midfielder.
That shot is wicked. He didn't even trap that ball.
Frank Onyeka with a perfect technique shoots across the face of goal. Goalkeeper was running from one end of the goalpost to the other. And look at the celebration. It tells the story. They know this will give them what they've been looking for. South Africa gets their ticket. Nigeria gets a lifeline. Coach
Bumi, so what? In fact, I don't want to go back, but where was this performance? Just like you asked me.
They are going for another one.
Okay.
Maybe they are not yet done.
Please,
Moses Simon.
Wrap it up today, Moses.
His shot goes a little bit wide.
He had a great game today. 2 assists from Moses Simon, 2 assists from Samuel Chukwueze. I told you yesterday, I don't want the flanks to be cut off. I don't know what will happen if we say the fullback should be providing the crosses for us, but I don't want to find out on the qualifier that is the last chance. Like, I don't want to have changes on this game. I'm not saying don't experiment, but it cannot be here, Coach Billy. We cannot experiment here.
Well,
stay with familiarity.
5 minutes added, 90 minutes concluded, 5 minutes added time being played, and Benin Republic have been destroyed by Nigeria. I mean, there's level to football, isn't it?
Of course.
And by the way, South Africans are smiling, singing, and dancing. Some borrowing the Nigeria's popular dance, Etiki. Some are doing their zonto. It doesn't really matter.
They are dancing it out.
Dancing.
They are seriously dancing. Coach Bumi, on a real though, if not for witch hunting, we know South Africa deserves this.
They are not good enough. The World Cup is for big boys.
Coach
Super
Bumi,
Eagles are the only big boys in this story.
They are good enough. They have qualified.
And that's the final whistle there.
Yes.
Of course, they must have heard the result also in Nigeria. Or is it possible is it possible for Benin to score 5 in 5 minutes or 2 minutes or thereabout?
You know why they're celebrating widely? Because it does not matter the result. They are top of the table. Yes.
And the Super Eagles,
they are top of the table.
They are winding it down. I wonder if the Eagles will celebrate after this, or they will just be calm. I'm wondering what they will do.
They will, but not widely. You cannot compare to South Africa celebration. Or maybe we'll find out. Won't we find out? We'll find out. Abuja, it's almost a wrap though. if you want to catch a glimpse of myself and that could be someone, because when someone on Facebook says you guys are so patriotic, say out now we're Jesse.
We get the
If you want to catch a glimpse of what's been happening in the studio, you could just check out our Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja, on YouTube as well at Nigeria Info Abuja. We've been live, making sure that you do not miss out on anything at all.
Less than a minute to the end of this one.
Yeah.
Job done by the Super Eagles. Well done, we must say. At some point, it was looking like there was no hope. Now, the hope is alive.
When people even said that you've been in Republic, that they even got to Nigeria before us. That's bad omen. They were going to show the Eagles. In fact, the way General, people think he came here to play, he was going to do a lot of things. But I told you yesterday as well that the press conferences, it doesn't matter to me.
By the way, Hamzi says, good evening, guys. I'm watching the match live, but I rely on your commentary than what I get from the TV. Please keep us abreast of what is going on, if we have a chance or not. The way everybody is solving the mathematics, I wonder why we should fail mathematics in WAEC. In fact, everybody is a professor in practice.
Ah, bro, that shot was.
And that's the final whistle there. It's over in Uyo, and finally the hope is alive for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
You were asking if they celebrate widely.
They are not celebrating.
They're not celebrating.
And that's maturity.
Yeah, they are not. They are happy.
Yeah.
I mean, COMON now. That's Patrick Pascal. Yes, his mood will tell you that they are. I mean, okay. So
well,
because they are celebrating.
No need to celebrate. They should hold it. This is not where we belong. But that's no celebration. Even though Sima is not celebrating, but you could see they are grateful. They are grateful.
Yes,
I think that's the word.
That they have the lifeline.
It's a lifeline.
But you cannot. But for real, though, this kind of performance on the final day, with all the pressure, with all the stories around you, and then you keep your composure and put this, you deserve the lifeline.
It was a controlled performance from the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Especially in the second half.
Yeah, they controlled when to attack, when to defend, controlled the transition, and even controlled the final score. In the end of it, Nigeria 4, Benin Republic 0. And that gives Nigeria hope. Well, Kachi, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure being on this with you. And we celebrate it again.
We do.
Okay, Super Eagles don't celebrate, but we celebrate it.
Because we have a life. I mean, one thing.
Sweet lifeline.
We have.
You know what you just did now? Not many people could do it. We only Nigerians know. Yeah. You're watching. This is celebrating the victory by the Super Eagles. We're not celebrating widely, by the way.
But then we're grateful that this lifeline, we have it.
So we go on a break now to take the news, and then when we come back, it will be analysis of the game. Don't go anywhere.
This is Nigeria.